Guys, what's up? Welcome back to Roblox. In today's video, we are going to go over the major differences between Driving Empire and Car Dealership Tycoon. This is going to be my 110% unbiased review on both of the games. Let's get into this. First, before we start, I would love for you guys to become a subscriber. Please subscribe, ring the notification bell, and hit us up with a thumbs up if you have it. To go over the review of these two awesome games, we are going to be breaking this down in subcategories, rating both of the games which does better, and then having an overall result of the game. Anytime during this video, feel free to put down your comments what you think below. We'll be breaking up the games in graphics / cars, functionality and gameplay, the monetary system, the audience size of the games, and for a bonus, staff and customer support. So starting off with graphics and cars, Car Dealership Tycoon has some pretty okay graphics. They're really like lower key graphics, but they still impress me a lot. They have definitely gotten better over time, and even zooming up close to some of these cars, you could tell they're just made really well. I mean, look at the carbon fiber on this one. When you look at the overall graphic quality of Car Dealership Tycoon, it's really not that bad, especially with this new map update. But they definitely kept the quality lower, and that will be because of the main functionality of the game. Now, when it comes to Driving Empire, this is something to behold. Their graphics really look like a AAA game. They have done an outstanding job with their graphic. Their vehicles are beautiful. I mean, take a look at this Lamborghini that we're taking a look at. I mean, the shine and the shimmer on it is just amazing. And the interior, the amount of detail that they've gone through with this game is outstanding. And that also goes with the detail of their city. Their city is a lot of detail in it, and the graphics are just beautiful with their city. So obviously for graphics and cars, I am definitely gonna have to crown this one to Driving Empire. But that brings us on our next part, is the functionality and gameplay. Between Car Dealership Tycoon and Driving Empire, they both play very nicely. One thing though I would love to see come to Car Dealership Tycoon is boost. Just the fact that you can have a car with certain specs in it and upgrade it to something even more, giving you that edge, just makes the playability just amazing. But another thing that is arguably questionable when it comes to Driving Empire is that their quality of their graphics are so much, a lot of people have hard times playing on mobile devices, which this is where Car Dealership Tycoon really crowns. Because of their lower quality approach, mobile players are able to enjoy this. And because of the variety of cars and the variety of different races and race styles between the two, I'm going to solely base this off of the performance of the game in general. Having the lacking aspect of not being able to have everybody play the game, and it's only for mainly computer users because of the lag complaints, I'm going to give the functionality and playability to Car Dealership Tycoon. Next up is the gameplay and races. Both Car Dealership Tycoon and Driving Empire have a variety of different races between cross-country race, drag race, highway race, and circuit race. Whereas Car Dealership Tycoon have their dune race, circuit race, drag race, police race, street race, and a rally race. And I believe there is a new race yet to come for Car Dealership Tycoon. The UIs for Car Dealership Tycoon are pretty self-explanatory, and they're pretty simple. We can see the store right here telling all the specs. It's nice and tiny and quite frankly to the point, as well as the garage too. Whereas with Driving Empire, you actually have to go to a building where you actually purchase the vehicles from a dealership. I'm not gonna lie, I really do like this layout, but it may not be as user-friendly. It could be very easy to mistrack the vehicle that you have. You have other sorts and toggles as well, which I guess make it helpful. And then you could see all the off-sale vehicles, which is a pretty cool feature. But just looking at all the variety, it's amazing how many vehicles that they do have, and it could seem a little overwhelming. What's really cool is this coming soon feature, which you can't click into it. The UI for your garage is pretty sleek and smooth, and it's simple in its way. I do wish there were more motorcycles, helicopters, and boats as well for this game, but we won't base that on the merits of this. Two different features that I do absolutely love about each game is the sell option, and also for Car Dealership Tycoon, the donate option. I honestly think, in my honest opinion, that it's a pretty even score for gameplay and races. Due to how dynamic each game is and how dynamic the races are, it'd be pretty difficult to judge the complete gameplay and races all together. But that's just my opinion. Put yours down below in the comments. I would love to hear it. Now, this brings us on to the monetary system of both games. It is understandable that Driving Empire is really difficult to get money. Of course, you could pay to play, and their Robux prices are, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty steep. You could easily find yourself not being able to get the vehicle that you want after spending a lot of Robux. And for you to generate this amount of money takes a long time in the game. Whereas with Car Dealership Tycoon, again, the feature to get donated or to donate is really cool. Also, when it comes to races and playing the game, you can make money rather quickly. For 1,500 Robux, you can make 5 times X the amount you could on Driving Empire. And that also segues into the fact of the prices of the vehicles. The prices of the vehicles are amazingly, I'm not going to say cheap, but they are amazingly achievable on Car Dealership Tycoon versus Driving Empire. And let's face it, a lot of us spend Robux, which is our own money, on these games. We're spending our own money on these games, if not our time. So it's either our time or our money. And for what you spend for Robux or your time on Car Dealership Tycoon goes a lot longer and goes way more than Driving Empire. Most of the limiteds on Car Dealership Tycoon, I have really never seen crack well over 1,000 Robux. Whereas the limiteds in Driving Empire, I have seen for over 2,000 Robux, which is a monumental difference. So for the monetary section, Car Dealership Tycoon wins in my opinion. Now the next section, of course, is audience size. How much people are coming to these games? Now we're gonna just go and take a look at the Roblox pages themselves. Of course, this is relative because of course they have their own Discord communities, which we'll talk about a little later. Driving Empire at this given moment has 11,000 active users with 1.1 million that favorite the game. The game got a total of 432.1 million plus visits. Car Dealership Tycoon has around the same active players at this given moment, around 11,000, and 1.9 million favorite the game, but the visits have been to 1 billion plus. So based on those merits, Car Dealership Tycoon triumphed Driving Empire with their audience size. And this very well might be accredited to the fact that mobile users can actually use this game. Last but certainly not least is staff and customer support. And this is where we're talking about their Discords. Now, of course, this is relative to subjection, and this is a bonus round, so to speak, for the game. But I do, with that in mind, have a few things that I want to talk about. And you might be saying, Des, well, why does their differences between their Discord matter? And what is their differences between staff and support matter? Well, we do spend money on these games, whether it's our time or whether it's our Robux. And our time is valuable, so it might as well be money. With that said, since we are spending money on a product, and I know many of you might not want to think about it because it's all about having fun, but customer support is really important. And to me as a content creator, it's even more so important because as content creators, we promote these games. We advocate for these games. So with that context said, let's get into it. Now with the Foxy Discord server, man, these guys have been nothing but a huge help to me personally. As a creator, you can qualify for a server's partnership for content creator program. Now, Foxy Server, his content creator program is pretty simple. You're able to post whichever content you make on the game in their server, which is extremely helpful because they have their audience right there readily available to watch your video. Also, another thing that is really helpful is the fact that you could readily get individuals from the server to be a part of your video by putting in a private server link. On top of that, the helpfulness of the staff, namely like Origin, Paul, Mr. Mouse, and others, have been a huge support in games, DMing me, giving me sneak peeks and other things of that nature, ideas, help, and even more exposure. And it's been an awesome relationship with the community of this game. This game has an awesome community. Now, I know with Driving Empire, some of the same community is within Driving Empire. And of course, these are just my experiences, and it might not be someone else's experience. But I haven't received the same type of support from Driving Empire. Now, they too have an influencer partnership program, which is a lot more detailed. Like, for instance, the requirements: you have to have 1K subs, consistent with DE content, no bans. Of course, you can't violate any Roblox TOS. But with that said, they hook you up too, which is awesome. For instance, depending on how many you have subscriber count wise, they can give you game cash each month, which is amazing because it can help you as a content creator make more content on the different products in the game. And here's all the perks: promote your content, early teasers. See, you get to have early access, special Discord role. Hey Nick, if you're watching, man, I'd love to join the program because I would love to make more content. But for the simple reasons of the monetary system and not being able to get adequate help at any time, I unfortunately had to shift to just making car dealership tycoon content. And I also meet these qualifications. So in all, this influencer program would be awesome if you're able to get a message back about it after fulfilling all of these requirements. And then on the other hand, in Foxy Server, it's simple. You don't get any extra cash, but you do get the help. And with their monetary system, it really doesn't even matter because their vehicles are not that difficult to get. So for staff and support, I'm definitely going to have to give it to Car Dealership Tycoon. Overall, the graphics are absolutely astounding in Driving Empire. The functionality and gameplay is definitely catered to a well-rounded support for Car Dealership Tycoon for everybody. The money is a little bit tight in Driving Empire, whereas Car Dealership Tycoon comes more readily available. In these things, I could see why Car Dealership Tycoon has triumphantly surpassed Driving Empire with their audience size. On top of it, their customer support has been amazing. And not to knock Driving Empire, I love the game and I would love to make more content on it. For this video, I want to say this is my unbiased review. Car Dealership Tycoon is the better game in my opinion. Let me know, guys, what you think down below. That's it. Am I right? Am I wrong? How do you feel? And before you guys leave, please hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and hit us up with a thumbs up. And you know what? I'm going to put my Driving Empire games here and my Car Dealership Tycoon videos. And I'll let you decide what you want to watch next. Llama Squad out.